hope you're great, and I hope this video finds you well. Thank you so much for tuning in again. It's been a while since I made such a sit-down video. That's why it feels a little bit awkward just sitting down here and talking to you. Yeah, but nevertheless, I love it. I missed it. I missed you. Yeah, the last videos have been a little bit update about our house, and since we moved in to our Baustelle, there is a lot of update on that matter. But today we are leaving the house thing by the side. Yeah, and I want to talk about this big balloon that I've been carrying for the last months with me. Yeah, and my first pregnancy was when I was 23 years, and now I am 39, and I have been noticing some differences, and I thought I could share with my peeps from the internet the differences between when you're pregnant when you're 23 and when you're pregnant when you are 39. If you want to find out more about that, please stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get straight to it. So alright, let's just dive straight into the topic. And since this is not just a citation of many different research points, it's just an expression of my own experiences, I don't have any point that I'm going to share with you. I am just going to talk randomly into the camera, to talk to you randomly. I don't know if it's from mother to mother or from woman to woman, or just from person to person. Whichever way, just feel welcome, and I hope this video will just be some kind of random help to you in whichever role you are standing in. Okay, so just sharing my experience. The first thing, where do I start? I think I will start in the perception of the pregnancy. When you're in your early 20s, you perceive your pregnancy completely different compared to when you are in your late 30s. And what do I mean with that? What I mean is that when you're in your 20s, you're like young, you're like, you're just living life, you know? It's, you are like, not just clueless, but you're like completely, you have no responsibilities, you are just easy. And when you compare the way you are in your late 30s, which is a little bit composed, you are a little structured, you are more aware, you perceive your pregnancy completely different. In my case, when I was 23, which was a pregnancy which was not like a planned pregnancy, it just happened, I just don't remember noticing those little details of pregnancy. I just don't remember looking at myself every day in the mirror. Is my belly getting bigger? Is it not? I don't remember noticing every cramp. I don't really remember like perceiving every symptom. I don't really remember absorbing and internalizing every little thing that happened in my pregnancy journey. I was just like living life, and that's it. But now in my late 30s, I tell you, I perceive everything. I notice every cramp. I notice every movement. I notice every hormonal disbalance. I notice every symptom. I don't know, it's a more intense feeling, the way I handle, or I take, or I perceive my pregnancy now. I don't know how many of you can actually relate to that? If you can, please let me know in the comments below. But for me right now, I just try to remember back and I'm like, was it like that, like 16 years ago? I just don't remember perceiving it like that. Not really, no. Okay. And another thing which is different from when you're pregnant in your early 20s compared to when you're pregnant in your late 30s are the symptoms. Oh my god. I think it's always like commonly known, like when you're pregnant in your first trimester, you'll have like you'll have your morning sicknesses, you'll have your, I don't know, breast pains and all that kind of common symptoms. But when you're younger, your body is more tough. Your body is able to take all those changes in a more different way than your older body. Right now, I just feel so tired. I remember feeling tired when I was pregnant when I was 23, but not this kind of tired. You know, the thing is that I have like iron deficiency, which makes my tiresomeness go to another level. But I just it's just so weird because I feel tired 24/7. I could lie down, I feel like completely exhausted, like I've been working the whole day and I've just done nothing nothing the whole day, but completely tired, which is so weird. Because when you're younger, I remember I was just going to uni, I was going to work, I was cleaning those days. I was like Putzfrauen, well, it was my name job when I was studying. I would go to university, I would go to clean, I would go work. Life was just so normal. I was tired more than normal, but it was not this extreme. And then we have like the I noticed these small little symptoms, which those days I did not even have a clue that they could happen, like heartburn. Oh, it feels like you're choking in acid. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes so extreme, the heartburning. Oh my god. And some other things like you have to rush to the toilet like every 10 minutes. I don't remember doing that when I was younger. Maybe my bladder was like stronger, I don't know. And then something related to the bladder, it's not so uncommon that when I what do you say, when I do that sometimes you have drops of pee falling into my pants. It's not so uncommon, and I don't remember going through that in my first pregnancy. Or things like hemorrhoids. I don't remember these things during my first pregnancy. So these are the small little symptoms. Actually, they're not small. These are the symptoms which make me actually realize that my body at 20 was much stronger. It was just it was able to take all those changes which my almost 40-year-old body today cannot. So that was also a big difference. Another big difference is the way you handle the pregnancy. Like I mentioned, when you're younger, you are just so clueless. You're just like, I don't know, living day by day, hour by hour. You don't really think too much. And this also concerns the pregnancy. Like I talked about the risk, we know the biological risk. So we all know about the biological, genetic risks which a woman takes when you're pregnant, when you're over 35 and pregnant. And these are just undebatable genetic impairments, differences, which can just occur. So when you enter into the pregnancy, you're already having a little bit of a concerned mindset. You're a little bit of anxious and a little bit of concerned, actually, is the word. And with every day which comes, especially in your first trimester, you really feel anxious every day because you are not exactly sure if these biological impairments, which might happen for an older woman who is pregnant, might also happen to your baby. So you are really anxious, and it's not just about these genetic impairments which might happen. It also goes with the risk of miscarriages. The older you get, the higher the percentage of miscarriages. And you can imagine a woman who is in the late 30s, when you first find out that you're pregnant, you are kind of anxious. Is my baby fine? Will I carry this baby to term? And you do so much research on how to sleep, how to work, what to do, what not to do. So you are your mind is a little bit too over focused on the pregnancy. Whereas when you're younger, you're just like, woo, I'm in the 5th month, 6th month. Just the idea of a miscarriage or a disability does not even cross your mind. It's so crazy. And when you're older, it's like the whole thing you think about every day. It's yeah, it's crazy. And you start to take too much control, too much care of what's happening in your environment. You see someone light up a cigarette next to you, or dare you, I don't know, you stop using nail polish all the same because of the smell. You avoid everything which might have a chemical in the air which might, I don't know, affect the growth or development of your baby. You just get so concerned about everything around you that it's sometimes a little bit too tiresome, you know. You miss the ease of when you're younger, yeah, which is so weird. So yeah, there have been complete differences between when I was pregnant when I was 23 and now that I'm 39. Right now I cannot think of other differences, but be sure to check out my other videos, because I am going to talk more about pregnancy in Germany, about all the processes that you need to go applying for your motor shoots and all that kind of stuff. And if you're interested, please tune in next time, and I hope to see you there. Till then, please stay safe and stay blessed and optimistic. And till then, ciao.